Hello Reshaper, I hope you're doing fantastic today. In today's very stream, I want to share with you 3 habits that might bring you the long life success that you deserve, that you want to have, that you want to grasp of. And what I'm doing the stream, well, you have so many you have so many things like the 7 habits that will give you the ultimate success, like it's also a really great book, and other habits and habits here, habits there. And when you kind of put on all the habits together, the thing is, it's too many of them. You cannot really go and apply every single habit that is actually written in every single book, because simply you scatter your attention from one to one. You not really focus on one thing. And But however, if you take those 3 habits, and again, I got this from, I still don't know from whom I got this book, but again, Tony Robbins, Awaken the Giant Within. And what is actually in this book written? It's written about one woman. She was a teacher in a ghetto. Back then, you had like ghettos in New York City, in the Bronx. And she was in one of those kind of really criminal ghettos. She was a teacher at a primary school. And what happened is, the primary school in ghettos, those kids don't really go far because, the parents are having drugs and are involved with drugs, involved with criminality and being criminal and stuff like that. So they don't have a big future. However, this one teacher has actually brought to these kids, brought them more certainty, brought them more other things. And because she brought those things to those kids become more successful. And Tony Robbins has actually interviewed also one of those kids, and he has actually put this all together into 3 things that this teacher has been taught to those kids, so they can become for sure successful in their life if they keep on going with those 3 habits. But before I want to introduce all habits, I just you might ask, what I have my green screen there? Well, I also doing my live stream right now on YouTube. If you want to go on YouTube, you can do so pretty easily. Just go onto my profile and you can see the link tree. That's my own website where the link tree. You just click on the link tree, and the 5th link also, I believe, you can click on it and watch my stream right now in 4K with a better mic and a better with a green screen in the background. So it's a little bit more funny maybe to watch, and a little bit bigger in another angle. It's also maybe fun. So the first thing that she has actually taught to the kids, and I see someone is already watching me. Yeah. Oh man, I want to see it on. Okay, I cannot see it right now on Facebook, because I'm also keeping track on people who are watching me. Like on Facebook right now, I have like the widescreen. When I have widescreen, I can unfortunately see. Tony Robbins, yes. Fujihara-san, ありがとうございます。One from San Francisco. Yeah, thank you for watching. And I have noticed you. And what he has written is, the first thing that she has taught to the kids so they become really successful in their life, and many of them have become successful in life, is set high standards. Set high standards. How many of us has actually set up really low standards, especially when you're in this kind of milieu, in this kind of environment with people, especially like in the ghetto, stuff like that, people, you more tend to be like them. And this is really easy to become like them. Like when someone taking drugs, you say like, no, I don't want to take drugs. This is already, you don't mess around with the lower one, with the low standards. If you say you consciously, I don't want to take drugs. If you say like, I consciously don't want to go and rob anyone. I consciously don't want to be involved in any criminal things. If you really of this really low standard families, well, the first step that you can do is just denying those things, saying, I don't want to do this. I don't do, and I ain't do this. And set high standards, that means, well, do you know that everything that's till this point we have built up, it is actually, it is both where we are. So everything what we have done right now and what we're doing right now, it has brought ourselves where we are right now. Therefore, if you want to go more up, if you want to become more successful, you have to also set higher standards, because currently you're on this standard which has brought you where you are right now in your state of life. So when you stay high standards and reach for higher standards, that means that you are also kind of exceeding your own. You're going out of your current comfort zone. And because you're going out of your comfort zone, you're reaching for the higher things. And when you're reaching for your higher things, you don't mess around with things anymore that currently representing you right now. That means that you have set, when you set higher standards, that means you deny things that you have right now and go further and see the standards or see people who have these higher standards and try to copy them, and don't do the things or neglect those things that you have right now. All right? So this is what it's all about, setting higher standards. Second habit is you find continuously new empowering beliefs. You search for them and find them, new empowering beliefs, because guess what? Some of the empowering beliefs that you might establish from the previous with you and or you have swapped them around, that might be benefit you. However, after you reach a certain point of life, you will see, okay, those empowering beliefs are not more empowering myself. So you can swap them around or you can say no to them, right? And the first step to actually set higher standards, set higher empowering beliefs is, first of all, watch listing of all beliefs that you might have. Every ridiculous belief and disbelief you might have. Wild belief and disbelief, because the most beliefs they are kept themselves with the disbelief. However, some of the disbeliefs are different from the beliefs you have. Same goes for some beliefs are different from the disbeliefs you have. It's not always the opposite. Therefore, make a huge list of beliefs and disbeliefs, and when you make the huge list, then you can separate them as those empowering beliefs and disempowering beliefs, and watch if you can swap this disempowering beliefs into empowering beliefs, or you can just erase them. Erasing, I have already taught you this technique of erasing thoughts, is erasing disempowering beliefs, and erasing things like I apologize, really hot here. There's a nice technique you can from Russian psychiatrist. He is doing it for 20 years, and he is healing even people who have like schizophrenia and stuff like that, really heavy diseases. And this guy has actually established a technique, or pretty easy technique, to erase disempowering beliefs, to erase even phobias. And how he does it? Well, you just close your eyes and you pick your phobia, or pick your disempowering belief that you have, and just say for 1 hour straight like a freaking mantra. And what had happened is, like the first 20 minutes, the brain says, okay, it's fine, I take it, no props. And after 30 minutes, they say, I don't like it. 40 minutes, I can't bear it anymore. And after 50, still 60 minutes, the brain says, no, I can't do it anymore, just boom, erase. And it erases kind of belief, and it helps. You have just to do it once in your life. So if you keep it on, it is a pretty nice technique. Of course, if you get this thing back to you, sometimes you get some occasion, this kind of fear gets back to you, then you can just, every time you see this fear or another fear, you can just erase it using this technique pretty easily. And this is when you have this list there, you can erase all things and see this empowering beliefs and make them stronger, and make this empowering beliefs maybe into your creeds, or how Tony Robbins called it, into your convictions, to empower them, give them more references, because our beliefs are like tables, and the tabletop are our thoughts and our own ideas, and the feet of the table are those references that we got. Most of them we got from the outside world. We get from people, from the environment, from our parents, from our teachers, from our friends, from our acquaintances, from my bosses, and from all people around you. and also social media included. Mostly we are getting those, especially when this is from a big authority. You might believe it even more. And also we get also these references from our own experience, of course. And based on those references, the harder those references are, the more difficult it is to get rid of them. However, if you have a really good if you see it, okay, this is really powerful belief and I want to make it as often conviction, you just gather more powerful beliefs and more powerful references to actually make it out of normal powerful belief into a conviction, and so it becomes even more powerful than before. I have also told it back then in the days about this thing, how to use it more in depth. This is actually the second thing. This is the second thing that you can do, right? And the third thing, the third habit is you find and strengthen the skills and strategies that will give you the long life success. You're consciously searching for yourself. You watch into yourself. You don't watch on everyone. You just watch in yourself. And there are nice tools to watch in yourself. I mean, you have like things like what do you have? Like personality tests. You can ask people what kind of skills you might have or not might have. You can do it through horoscopes if you believe on those. Or there's one nice thing which is actually pretty old, and if you want to go more into depth, I Ching. It is a really, really old book. It's not an old book that I have right here, but it is from the ancient Chinese people. It's from the ancient Chinese king has it written, and also with some commentaries of Confucius and other people, and it is a pretty ancient book, which is you can do, of course, like your uranai, your own. You can see the future and stuff like that, and foreseen with this book. And many people are using it for horoscopes and also for practice. What was it? For divination practices, practices for, watching the future of someone, like using the Yarostalk and things like divining practices. Divining practices. You can use it for divining practices, divining, and not just for it, but you can also watch it. You can also use this book. It's really ancient book. It, by the way, in English. I want to recommend you this one because this is actually by a master of it, written. It's translated in English, and I don't know if it's a good translation in Japanese, but this is really the perfect translation in English. So, if you can English, grab it. On Amazon, like $20, something like that. It's not that expensive though, and. This book, you can really find out your own talents, your hidden talents, or the correspondence that you have with your talents. Because if you don't know your own talents, you don't know what to do. And then you can, when you find out your talents using those tools, and for example, currently it's also pretty common, this, what's it called? Personality, something, human, I forget the word, but it is also pretty common right now, and it is also based in the I Ching. The more things that you find with horoscopes, with personality tests, are based in the I Ching. So when you want to go to the roots, this is actually the roots when you can find all the horoscopes, all the things, all this, seeing the fortune, seeing the future, and seeing actually your own possibilities that you might have. And the cool thing is, it also gives you even a choice that you can do. Some of the horoscopes say you have to do this, you have to do that. No, you don't have to do anything. Like human design is currently pretty common, but human design is also based here. And human design just says you have to go this, you have to do this. And here you have always a choice. You have always separate choices to go this, do this, do this, do this, according to your own possibilities, according to your own talents. And when you find out those talents, and when you see maybe those talents have even some demand in the market, then you can go and strengthen the talents. You can say, you can find out books. Okay, I have this kind of talent. Okay, then you can maybe read books and say, okay, I have to go for this talent more into that. So I read this book, I buy this online courses to have a really better relationship to this talent, and you make it stronger. So you have more demand, and because you have more demand, you have more skills, you are more specified in the skill, this will actually feed you. Of course, you can go for the most if you have like talents into public speaking is the most profitable thing you can actually do, because like Tony Robbins on stage, he gets like 1-2 hours, several million bucks, like boom, like it is just for him, like talking maybe for 1-2 hours, he gets this because people just enroll like crazy. And same goes for of course, when you go like with online marketing and do the same thing with building an online course, and but you know, you have to have this kind of talent. If you don't have this kind of talent, sometimes when you're doing those things, they're just stopping you. And before, I have always talked like Gary V, you have to hustle your ass out. And this is really, I have learned that not everyone is good for hustling. Not everyone is good for hustling. Some people have to just relax and calm thing, how Kurt Cobain has said, calm as you are. And when you make these things come to you naturally into your life, you are more receptive towards the happiness, towards the fortune that you can get, and not just from hustling. And some people, there are actually many types. They're just not. If you hustle with this kind of type of personality, with the type of talents, you are getting into more mess than before. So even before starting out hustling, doing. Watching other people doing this and this, I want you to really go deep inside of yourself, examine yourself, watch that what kind of talents you have, using things like I Ching that might be help you really much, and find out your talents and seeing what kind of talents can be profitable for you, and use those talents inside of you, and go and make them stronger every single day. And maybe you can find out even after sometimes even more better talents. So always keep an eye open for a new talent that you might achieve, and because things might change, right? So in those kind of 3 skills that I have just told to you are the ultimate skills. However, with one big however, there's no guarantee that those skills will work on you. Dude, you have just told they will work on me. Until you take ownership of those 3 skills and go really all in. If you go all in into the 3 skills and take absolute responsibility into them, into your life, it's ownership and responsibility, you will get the results. However, if you say like, okay, I tried it out, cool, I tried out a little bit, cool, and then it's a bad book, it's a bad skill. No, the skill is not working. It is not working. And why don't you take responsibility? Because you have told that I don't take any responsibility. And this book doesn't take any responsibility. The only responsibility, the only guarantee, and the best guarantee that you have is your own commitment. The more you're committed towards those things, towards the 3 skills, and no matter what kind of things you want to do, right? Yeah, because it's pretty broad, right? Set up high standards, and you find your consciously new empowering beliefs, and you searching for skills and strategies and strengthen them, make them stronger with better strategies and stuff like that. Make them stronger. Those are pretty broad, right? Those are skills are pretty broad, and these are more applicable rather than kind of direct skills. You have to do this, you have to do that, because some people are just not suitable. They're just not suitable for anything. Same goes for, you can't say everyone has to eat, for example, veggies. Some people has this kind of, also according to I Ching and other sources, some people are just don't capable. Their body is not that structured to eat veggies. They are meat eaters. Simple. And when those meat eaters suddenly go to the veggie stuff, they will actually die. if you go really extreme, right? Normally not, but if you go really extreme, they will even die. Or you cannot put everything like into there's nothing perfect, you know. You have to be a little bit broad, like these 3 steps, and these 3 steps are extra broad to give this value, to actually showcase the capabilities, and to actually put every type of person inside of it. This is why it's broad. But if you go with extra skills like, hey, you have to wake up early, not every human being is, again, suitable for wake up early. Not everyone. Same goes for when you're eating meat. Some people are comfortable with loud music, some people are comfortable with no music, some people are comfortable with relaxing music. All our 5 senses are involved inside of our digestion system, inside our own lives, and many things. They're not just like you go like for human design and have like 20 types of things. No, you have more than 40,000 and even more types of people. You cannot say you can say it in broadly. Broadly, you can say like, for example, Dan Locke has said you have 4 types of people, the four gems of people. You have like people who are those who are just like red crystal, right? They are just pushing forward, and they're just those people who are, when you say something, this is original, this you just once, this is the last thing that you can get, so they will just buy it, right? And they just push forward no matter what. Or you have other types of people who are just about helping people. Other types about fun. In the 4th type, it's about math, and about all the digits and numbers and data. I mean, you can put it together, however, you cannot say it's applicable to every single person. You cannot say it. And I have learned it. Back then, I was really say, okay, cool, this is really amazing stuff. Like, I mean, it is good for maybe for, you know, if you want to close someone, to know like those 4 types of people. However, if you go really into depths, every single person is unique. Full stop. Every single person is unique. And many people say it is the best shortcut you can do is follow someone who is above you. No. Because guess what? You are not 100% congruent with the person that you follow. The only key to find your own true happiness, to find your own true value, to show the value to the world, to show what you have, what you got, is to explore yourself first. Because you might have someone who is doing already what you want to do, but it's not necessary that way that you want to do it. Therefore, the more you explore yourself in depths, the more you can show your unique stuff that you have. You don't have to follow anyone. You don't have to portray anyone. You don't have to go and, like also Hikakin has said, yeah, you know, the best way you want to go to the high standards, you have to copy the number 1. But when the number 1 has totally different values, especially core values, when the total one has total different goals than you might have, even not the state, even those things are not congruent, and you cannot be 100% sure that this person is congruent with you, because it just can't be. Every person is unique on this planet. Therefore, rather than portraying anyone, use those techniques, use those books, use those ancient wisdom to find who you really are and show to the world. portraying your own unique skills, your own unique talents. And the more we're doing it, the more we get exposure. The more we get exposure, the more people can sometimes resonate, sometimes not resonate, but it's okay. Because in this very world, we know less people than we don't know people. Okay? We might know several thousand people right now, but we don't know several billion people, don't we? And when you see the correlations, you feel like, okay, everything is fine. If those people don't like me, if those people unsubscribe, if those people say you are full of bullshit, it's up to them. They free up space to other people who might love you, who might respect you, who might see inside of you those unique values, those unique skills that you might unfold. You don't need 1 billion subscribers when they don't buy anything from you, when they don't respect you, when they don't do anything. Just watch some videos and say, okay, bye. It's better to have one who is doing everything, who is a freaking super fan, how Pat Flynn is talking about. When you have one of those, even one, he one gives you the 1K. And yes, you might know in social media, to actually be successful your whole life and be totally financial free, you just need 1K true fans, 1K true super fans who are just loving you no matter what. Even the rest of the world is hating, they will love you. And also, speaking of loving, speaking of hating, and I'm a little bit go a little bit away from the theme. Also back then in the days, who was it? I believe Ariyoshi has said it. Ariyoshi said it. No matter what you do in this life, there will be always 20% who are loving you regardless what you do. 20% will hating you regardless what you do. And the rest, the 60%, they are doing depending, they will go depending on, do you wanna you do something good or something bad? All right. When you have really bad reputations, they will go to the bad side. They will hate you. When you do something good, then you have good reputations. There will be the 80%. So they're switching. They're switching around. There can be 80%. There can be 60%. There can be in between. However, this 20/20 always remains. And if you right now, in this kind of 20%, which are just hating you, no matter what, get the hell out of it. Because, guess what? If you go to a freaking party, imagine, I'm not a party, you're a freaking introvert. No props, you go to a party, okay? Just imagine. That doesn't cost you anything. Just imagine you go to a party, and you sit there, and nobody talks to you, and yeah, you just go back and just waste your time. Now imagine another party. You go there, and you just step inside everyone. Hey, how's it going? Hey, dude. Yeah, man, great. Everyone is just loving you, right? In this room. In what kind of party would you be like in? If you ask myself, I believe in the second one. Of course, for some introverts, it might be too much. But deep in the heart, even introverts want to sometimes to talk to people who they can connect to. Therefore, the choice is yours. What to do. And those 3 things might help you. If you really get a good, not just a good try, but really go all in into set a higher standard, find your every single time new empowering beliefs, get rid of those that you don't need. Find and strengthen your skills and especially strategies to get more powerful skills. And this will give you the success you really need. Simple like that. Just those 3 things. In every other habits like waking up early, meditation, affirmation, incantation, Tony Robbins, incantation, you know, you have to prime, you have to scream around and say, yeah, go into the state, and hypnosis, everything, FFT, NLP, LOA, everything is actually based on those 3. If you don't give those 3 a try, no of those that I have just listed will work out. No of these 3. If you don't take these 3 and take the ownership of those and take responsibility of those. Because we as human beings want to see everything really complicated, but it isn't. It isn't complicated at all. We just see it complicated. And the more we see it complicated, some people say, hey man, it's complicated, I understand it, I'm so cool, yeah man, kudos to you, dude. No. Some of them, people who just saying, yeah, I can understand the complicated and cannot explain it really easily, they have kind of this sense of protectionism. And I want to talk about it in the next time. Not now. If you want to have it, you can just comment down below, by the way. And yeah. So, Reshaper. Tell me in the comments box down below what's not picking up with the power. I do this every single day, so make sure to subscribe to the notification bell, share for friends and loved ones. Do not like to set passion now. Do not like to pursue passion now. And I just want to say what I want to talk tomorrow, because tomorrow it will be a really nice stream, and I believe it will benefit every one of you. And I also do it at 3 p.m. BST, British Central Time. I mean, you can go when to BST, you know, I can do it also in German time, but you know, 3 p.m. is 4 p.m. here, and it's like 11 in Japan. What we have here? Okay, so the next time. Okay, tomorrow I will talk about a really theme that many people might be really shocked about, which is which is mourning or grieving. This really harsh theme, especially when you lose someone. But I just want to show you some perspectives on it. If you're interested in it, watch the tomorrow streams. And the stream after tomorrow I have already scheduled. And this might be really beneficial for everyone, because I believe on the Friday stream, not the Friday stream, on... Oh no, this is a tomorrow stream, right? Oh yeah, this was Friday stream. Tomorrow's stream will be about really beneficial thing. How some people are using social media in order to, and how they are using, and what kind of people especially they are using, and some tricks that they are using to get money from you, especially. And I want to protect you, because I have already give some value to one of person in one group that I'm in, and she already has, okay, I block this person because she is afraid who is it and stuff like that. And I just want to show you what they can make and how they can be and what kind of things they can do, because I'm really curious always to putting everyone on my friend list and then just see, okay, how's the people reacting, just to see the kind of reaction and the interaction. Because of watching it, it is pretty fun to see the psychological issues and how these people act and what actually their real intention are. So I want to protect you really from those people who are really just, I mean, it's up to you. However, I just want to show you that there are some people who really want just to have your money. just when I have you as a friend and they say, hey, give me money, boom. It happens pretty easy. And how they're doing it, and maybe it will be also for them who are in my friend list, who are those money getters, who really want to get money. I will show you also that the approach is just wrong. This is just a wrong approach to approach people, just to, hey, how's it going? Hey, cool. I wish you the best. Hey, can I have some money from you? It is just so dumb. So I just want to show you how some people are doing so, and yeah, I hope you got some value from it. If so, comment comments box down below what kind of value you got, what have you picked up, and also what are you already using from these 3 techniques. Maybe you're using one of those already, and if you're looking forward to using them on your current situation, and so on. So Reshaper, I hope you have an awesome day, and so do not like to subscribe. See you tomorrow.